Le cas si tu veux le sang. Molette. Quoi? Ah, attends. Comme ça.
Ouais, c'est bon.
Ok. Is this thing gonna work? Ça marche pas sur YouTube. Alright, hey there everyone. We should be live on most platforms right now. If you can't hear us, please let us know in the chat. Should have that working. Okay, so apparently it is working on YouTube. There's this whole bunch of people commenting. That's cool. So yeah, you can go. So yeah, this is a dev stream, like, you know, kind of cobbled together as we usually do on a launch day, where we're going to show you then the DLC that's coming out in like 3 hours and 53 minutes, if all goes well. If there's no like bugs or some kind of disaster that happens to us right as we press on the launch day. So as you can see now, like there's a new little cutscene at the beginning of the game that Valentin is going through right now. If you're watching right now, I guess you get to see that, and everyone else is going to miss out on it. You'll just have to wait until you play it for yourselves. Let me check out this thing. So anyway, just to introduce ourselves, my name's Steve. I'm the CEO of Evil Empire. Valentin next to me is one of the gameplay programmers at Evil Empire. So he's the guys who's made a lot of the content in this DLC. And yeah, you listen to us chat for the next couple of hours. So get in the chat, ask us some questions, and yeah, hopefully we can tell you a little bit more about this. Yeah, go for it.
Du coup, est-ce que peut-être laquelle que je vais directement
Comme tu veux, voilà.
Je sais pas si tout est débloqué.
Oui, normalement on a fait le menu propre. Alrighty, so quite a few of you in the comments now, particularly on YouTube. So if I don't get to respond to every single question as it comes up, then Laps, hey man, how you doing? Yes, I can see you. Yeah, let me see how we go. Okay. Alright. So what's he doing? He's going a brutality build. And we've got some new weapons of the game in there. So these are... what are they actually called? I don't think you can actually hear me in the through the headphones. So there's gonna be some dodgy commenting. So when you can buy it on mobile, Rock Curve Ace, good question. Probably in a couple of months. I don't want to 100% lock myself into that because again, it's not us who actually does the mobile versions of the game. It's our partners Play Digis, and you know, obviously we have to finish the thing and then send it to them, and they have to do all the development work for it actually. Not so. Yeah, the new weapon. Who said that? Nicolay. I'm pretty happy with it as well. It looks awesome. So to be perfectly honest, I haven't played a terrible lot of this DLC because we've been busy working on some other stuff at the same time, and we mostly, you know, developers just sort of they want basically. So Valentin might be able to tell us a little bit of stuff in that story, but I'll have to ask in French, translating for anyone out there. Eotish HD asked about whether or not there will be an animated trailer. Stay tuned, is all I can say about that. That was Dizinamu, nice work, man. That's a tough one. Rocket 75. How many copies of the DLC do I have to buy for it to be the last one? You really want that like complete box edition, man. I don't know, probably lots because the motion tweeting guys are very happy with all DLC things working for Dead Cells, and so they're happy to let us continue doing that, which is cool because that means this guy gets a job, we all get to continue working in video games. Yeah, so Avnon, yes, there will be more DLC after this. So for anyone who was sort of watching on the news posts and the press releases and the stuff that we've done recently, you might have seen that this is kind of like the end, but it's not actually the end in the sense that it's the end of the branch. So like we had the Bad Seed, and then we have Fatal Falls, and now we've got Queen of the Sea, which sort of create like a new path that you can take. Like players had a look at talking about. Yeah, I did talk about Mobile Dark Razor. And so like that's the end of this branch, but it's not necessarily the end of like DLCs or anything. And that said, we're always going to try and find new ways to do interesting content. We're not necessarily going to start a new branch, even though I'm not ruling that out either. It might be like other kind of game modes or who knows, but same deal that we've always sort of said since the beginning is that we're not married to anyone's idea, and really what's going to determine when we'll stop is if we run out of ideas, or if people stop buying the DLCs. And so right now we've still got plenty of ideas, and plenty of people are still buying the DLC, so we're going to keep going. Noldif, is there any possibility for cosmetic DLCs? We haven't thought about that kind of stuff. I mean, there's always like a lizard part of all of our brains that's like, cosmetics make money, so maybe we'll put some of them in the game. But at the same time, it's like, meh. We just got more like gameplay ideas and things, like cool things that we actually want to put in the game that we sort of prioritize. And just hi out there to all of our Russian-speaking friends. I'm sorry that I can't respond to you because there's so many comments coming down so fast that I don't have time to Google Translate any of them. But feel free to like shoot them straight into Google Translate yourselves. So even if your English is crap, it won't matter because I'll understand and try and answer anyway. Are we going to get the promised panchucks from the Bad Seed trailer? Did we ever make the panchucks? I don't think we did. No, I'm going to say no right now. Lithium 26, sorry, let me try and slow down that. Speed. Brando Gabriel on Facebook. Hey man, hi from Brazil. About the story, not a terrible lot. I mean, well, you can actually see on screen in a couple of seconds that there's a little bit of story coming out now from someone who you may recognize if you've been hanging around since the early access version of the game. But Dead Cells is not a story focused or a story driven game. It's not something that we've paid particular attention to. That said, in the Bad Seed and Fatal Falls DLCs, we did try and actually sort of up the ante as far as the story goes. I mean, within the constraints of Dead Cells. So, yeah, I mean, there'll be a little bit more. But I don't think the game is particularly designed to be good, when it comes to the way that the story is actually told. We try to sort of be mysterious, let people theory craft around what they think is going to happen. Yeah. I am just gonna. Hey Vito, what's going on? How long was the Queen and Lighthouse around as a concept? For ages, actually, for a long time. And it was funny watching people like start talking about like people theorizing about the lore of the game and saying, oh, maybe the next level is going to be this, or maybe it's going to be that, and so on. And some people actually like coming up like spot on with the story that we were already working on. We're always like, these guys are too good, it's terrible. Gamer Auto, just to be clear, the DLC will not be out for another 2 hours and 45 minutes. So that's why you cannot see it on the store yet. For anyone who's playing on mobile, it will be out in 3 months and 45 minutes. No, I don't know exactly when it will be out on mobile, but it will be. And to Strong on Facebook, yes, this is the new update. Biker997, let me see if I can. Yeah, so you're looking at the bladed tonfas, which are one of the weapons related to one of the servants, which you'll see in a level later on. Damien, Herman, on espère.
I try to play every weapon.
Okay. Cool. You said your English was bad, that's fine. I look like one of those 90s abusive dads. Man, who is this day doing by guy? Man, you get out of here. Is the pet shrimp safe to pet? Not so much. You'll see that. Base flask unchanged in this DLC. So are we planning on doing anything extra with the Timekeeper? Nothing right now. I mean, the Timekeeper is one of those sort of like interesting characters. It's quite enigmatic in the game, so it's not really very justified in terms of where it came out of. So who knows? I mean, there's probably room to do something in there. Do you think any of the current weapons are properly balanced and need tweaking? Probably, no doubt. They definitely do. Look at his face. Yes, they definitely are going to need tweaking. Les étincelles, quand tu grimpes, c'est uniquement lié à l'arme Okay. He's cheating. Like, just for the record, like Valentin usually plays on 5 PC, so he's pretty good. So he's doing some sneaky stuff. Oh, that was pretty good until you get hit by a basic green. Grey SMG, just a question. What's the special effect of the weapon you're using now? Yeah.
And hit. Yeah, with fist.
Okay.
It scale and number of speed boost I have.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so there you go. If he's got a speed boost, yeah, he'll crit, and if you got the more speed boost you have, the more you can crit. RL232030. Yeah, some of the games that you mentioned there don't do a lot of crossover stuff. Like, we always reach out to people and say, "Hey, you be interested in letting us add some of your stuff to our game?" And not everyone is super keen on that idea. So it's we generally do the crossovers that we can. People are interested in doing. I'm just doing it. Yeah, we're skipping the riffs. Yeah, no, we're gonna skip the riffs. Yeah. Iris HD Motion Twin is currently recruiting, but not in motion design or concept art. They're recruiting at the moment, if I'm not mistaken, gameplay programmers, essentially sort of lower level programmers, engineers. When I say lower level, I mean like more technical rather than stuff. Which way are we going? First part ramparts. So. Okay. And no sewers on this run, but we've got 3 hours, so I'm sure he'll die at some point. We'll get to go a different way. Although what he's doing right now is he's going through the path. It's gonna lead you to the new DLC content. Yeah, because we haven't unlocked. Because we got unlocked. I guess the flag must still make you stuff. It seems like he's a bleed card guy. No pressure, man. So.
It's okay.
Jerry Zero, how many people work at Motion Pin right now? Let me think. I think there's like 10 of them, and they've got, or they're hiring a freelance at the moment. So it's probably like 9 or 10, and then there'll be, you know, another couple of people over the next coming months because they're working on their next game at the moment, which is quite an ambitious title. So yeah, it's gonna require a few people to work on it. So I'd say they'll probably be like 12 or 13. But just so that it's clear, we share the office space with Motion Pin, so like they're up that end when they're actually in the office. Most of them work from home, and so yeah, there's generally only sort of 2 or 3 of them in the office, and then the Evil Empire team that's working on Dead Cells is 13 people now. Stop. The condition for the crit is speed boost. You have to have a speed boost, and the more speed boost you have, the more. Ghostly, are the new locations hard? Yes, they are quite difficult. They're late game content. So they're going to be this like similar to the castle and the Hand of the King boss. So yeah, quite difficult. I don't know if the music is out on Valmut's channel yet. It might be. You can see where he wouldn't put it out. Yeah, Zag, just for anyone who's wondering about whether or not the DLC is for sale yet, yeah, it will be for sale in 1 hour and about 37 minutes. Exactly. Paul Wright, check out Fangamer. Just type in Fangamer Dead Cells, and if they've got any stock left, that's where we've got all of sort of our merch. So yeah, you can buy some stuff, but I don't know how much stock they've got.
I can give myself another result.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, so for anyone watching, we're cheating right now. We're using the dead. Yep. We're gonna use the sword that you get from killing the final boss, because he's not getting a drop. To give him what he wanted. So Alright, so we're on the hook now. So what does this do? Last attack will throw a target behind you, bump the other enemies, and if they hit walls, that'll crit. Cool. That's one of the servants. RL23. And what, the debug menu? No way, you just can't have that. That's for us. Jerry Zero, like overall, like I think since the beginning, like since we first started working on it in 2014, there's probably been more than, let's say about 40 people who've worked on the game, but at any one time, no more than 13. Like the biggest the team has ever been is right now. It's the Evil Empire team that's working on it is 13 people. Exotic chef, this is not an admin weapon, this is actually a weapon that you'll be able to play in the game. We just cheated to get it, because we weren't getting the drops that we wanted, so yeah, you'll see a lot of debug menu cheating going down in the stream. So just be prepared for that. Yes, you do, I am brought up. Davy Jones, not the last DLC, the last in the branch, but we'll probably make it. Yeah, we don't do the Rifts or the Runes in the dev stream generally, just because like we're trying to show off the new content. We're at the ramps. Like, I mean, we could cheat and go straight to the new content, but we also wanted to sort of show you the path that get to the new stuff. Just keen to get spoiled. Just for actually, I should say that now. Huge spoiler alert. Like, if anyone watching doesn't want to get spoiled about what's going down, you'll need to look away right now. Yeah, RL 23-20-30. That's what it is. It's the final DLC in this trilogy, but it's not the final DLC of ever. Pidget, the DLC will launch at 6 p.m. France time, or it's 9 a.m. Los Angeles time. Whoa, this chat is going way too fast. I don't know how streamers manage to keep up and like actually read all this stuff and respond. It's ridiculous. No, not 4 p.m. CET. Sorry, I did say that. I meant 6 p.m. CET. So in 2.5 hours. Yeah, 6 p.m. French time. That's it. What? Samogan GT asked why we didn't port Dead Cells to Vita or 3DS. Mostly because they won't let us anymore. I think there was a time when that could have been done, but I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, that both Sony and Nintendo are no longer accepting new games on those platforms. But also just because of the economics of it. You know, there would have been a time when doing the port, selling it would have made sense economically, but what are you going to do now?
I'm going to try...
Okay, so we're going to try out another one of the new weapons. Of course. So again, for anyone who just tuned in, that's yeah, he's using the Queen Sword. Yes, that was the dev, the debug menu that we use to sort of like quickly get access to anything that we want to test out. Dude. Yeah, this is 0 BC. He's getting smashed. Yeah, so for anyone wondering about Steam Deck, I've got one of those floating around here somewhere. And Dead Cells is one of the games that Valve actually used to oh, you nearly died. Dead Cells is one of the games they actually used to test out the Steam Deck, so we know it works. Definitely make sure it's 60 FPS on day one if you want to get that one. Jeff BCC, well, the Android version hasn't updated anything because, I mean, none of the mobile versions have updated anything sort of recently. Well, recently, I mean, it's a couple of months ago that Playdia just put out the last thing. Yeah, again, just to explain for anyone who plays on mobile, it's because our partner Playdia just does the work. It's not done by us in-house, and it's quite complicated to get a game like Dead Cells to run smoothly on mobile and do it right. And so they take their time to do that correctly before they actually release the thing. Dark German Gamer. I will note that down and let Tomo know. He was working on the achievements today, so I think we should be able to fix that.
I've invested way too much.
It's been too long since you played them. It's working. It's cool. Cuball, yeah, that does mean it's hard to say when it'll be released on mobile because it's not under our control. we pass off all of the content over to Play Digits, then they do the work, and then they test it, and blah blah blah. So it does take a while. Alternate RT, what are you saying here? Yeah, so regarding the Hollow Knight outfit, that was just because that was the preference of the Team Cherry devs. They didn't want to be super changed model for the Hollow Knight skin, which is fine. That's if that's what they want to do. Like obviously we would have been keen to put something a little bit more. It works like a little bit more elaborate into the game. But like I was saying earlier on, whenever it comes to crossover stuff, you've always got to respect the people who build their games. They have their way of what they want to do in terms of sharing content with it. With us, so we're just happy to be able to do anything, it's like Hollow Knight that we really like. So, okay, new law room. Ah, yes. So, other new enemies. What a dirty little thing. Wandering Mask Spirit plans for DC after. Okay, so yeah, so this is the pet, just for anyone who's watching right now. This new little friend. Oh, there he is. It's Daffy. I wasn't sure whether you actually had a name for it. So this filthy little dude, as you'll see, he looks all cute and innocent. So, got spike attacks. He's got multiple different attacks. Like he matures, takes on another form as he goes forward. So we really like. So freaky. Yeah, exactly. It's that perfect mix between like unsettling but cute. You can't whether I want to hug him or kill it with fire. Do you know which weapon is the most OP?
Okay.
Overpowered. No. I have to ask Adrian.
It depends.
Yeah, I hadn't noticed personally the fracture challenge was bugging on Switch, but we will check that out. Gibbs 1001 will probably do like another 2.5 hours, so you got time. Gotta go and get a drink in a second, actually. Man, my favorite weapon, probably the Tomfers. I like anything that's fast and it's based on speed-based stuff. What about you? Yeah, the Queen's Rapier, so the rapier the he just did the boss with. It's his favorite. Which, like I said, you got to earn by beating the Samus DLC. Azam3356, when will we stop updating the game? I don't know. Someday. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. Wandering Mask Spirit. As I mentioned that earlier on. Like we've got heaps of ideas for stuff that we can do in the game, but it's also about like whether or not we're still keen to make stuff. Like Motion Twin are very happy with how things are running at the moment, so they're happy to let us keep making DLC for ages. You're just leaving behind. Oh, I just teleport. So yeah, we'll probably just keep making DLC until we run out of ideas or people start buying them. So I couldn't tell you when we'll stop. The moment, like people seem to want more stuff, so we will keep making it fun. So the yellow lightsaber weapon is the Queen's Rapier, which is like a sword that you're gonna get. We'll see. We're getting closer now. We're approaching new DLC content as we go forward. Is there any way to to transfer a save from mobile to PC? I don't know, because I don't know whether or not they use the same file format on mobile as we do on PC. Don't see why they wouldn't. In which case, I mean, you would just need to get access to like wherever the files for the thing are saved on your mobile phone. On Android, I can do that, but I don't know how that works. Are we thinking about making an M1 native version of Dead Cells for Mac? I don't know. I mean, I guess we will at some point. Let's see why we wouldn't. But then I'm not the technical guy to ask that question about. I'll ask Tom that. He still hasn't evolved? How long does it take him to evolve? How long does it take him to change?
Well, it's a glitch.
Okay. Yeah, the little guy's going to evolve once he does a certain amount of damage. Feeds off slaughter and bloodshed. Will we nerf Face Flask on PC? I don't know. Are we going to add a shotgun to Dead Cells? No. We have this fight actually with Alex as well, the producer on Dead Cells. He was always trying to get us to put guns in the game. For example, the Friends update, he was campaigning to have the Doom guy in the game. But we do have the heavy crossbow, which is kind of like the shotgun in terms of how it works. Antony, thanks, man. You know, like, unfortunately, making games for Linux is generally a thankless task, but you know, it doesn't cost us a terrible lot. I mean, but one of the big things. Ooh, that's some quality playing right there. Well, at least you're on 0 BC, so you can just refill your flask at the end of the tower. Are there any damage over time weapons?
So, Taffy applies bleeding.
Yeah. So the little yeah. The pet here, he does bleed damage, but other than that, there are no sort of like dedicated damage over time weapons. Spark for blue. I don't know, man. The whole frying pan hitting a thing. Yeah, that sounds pretty well. Yeah, Sky Cloud 600. Yep, BC1. Yeah, it takes time. Yeah, that's sort of like because we slowly nerfed the game so that the base difficulty of 0 BC is not too ridiculous. Like, I'm not saying it's like easy. It's still definitely challenging there. But the new sort of like if you started playing the 0.1 version of early access, like the old BC 0 difficulty is now on BC1, so that's why you're coming up against a harder challenge there. What are our thoughts about how legendaries operate at the moment, and will we add some sort of in-game explanation for that? That's a solid question. I don't know. I guess they're okay without being fantastic. There's a lot of the mechanics again. When we talk about story in Dead Cells, like story was always secondary. We always just made mechanics that we thought were cool, and then added them. You could choose, and then added them in, and then thought about how we could make the story fit to the object later on, sort of like as an afterthought type thing. So yeah, it's probably not something that we wouldn't get. So knock knock. Where are the new areas? They're coming. Because it's the end of the branch, so it's late game. And so it's gonna get past Clock Tower and yes, gotta get past the assassin, basically. The timekeeper. Will you be able to go directly to the queen from the giant? No, we will not. Or the fine. Or from the Alex, do we ever think that we'll add another scroll type? No. That would be a nightmare. That would be a nightmare. Yeah, I mean, when you're thinking about like really integral systems, like the scroll leveling system in Dead Cells, changing it at this point in the game would be a nightmare. So we would. That said, I mean, there are plans to change the way that the mutation system works, but who knows whether that'll ever happen as well, because again, tough. Very tough problems to solve. Detechnician, thank you. I'm glad that you enjoyed the way that the controls work. All of those little tricks, yes, they're definitely intentional. So we spent ages working on that stuff. And at the time, our lead designer and gameplay programmer said Bernard spent a lot of time. He's very pedantic about that stuff, so he's like, spent a heap of time. Oh, he's evolving, look out. There we go. Now we got big little stuffy. Okay, cool. Yeah, so all of that stuff, you know, like if you miss a hit, like you're facing the wrong way, the game will spin you around, the cancel, like being able to cancel all your animations and stuff, all of that stuff's intentional, and it's what makes Dead Cells cool, man. He's dangerous, eh? Look at him. He's a beast. Yeah, his leg animations are freaky. I'm pretty sure they're it's all done like procedurally. I know Damien had a lot of fun building that actually when he was doing the leg animations of Staffy, so I'm not sure 100% how it works though. Right. We go on. Valentin plays on 5 BC. I'm at 2 BC because I suck. Well, actually, I should say I was at 2 BC. I haven't played in ages, so it would probably be I'd have to go back to 0 and work my way. Would one buffeth the spiked boots? I don't know, man. Alright, here we go. New stuff. So... So anyone who played from the 0.1 version of the early access would probably remember this guy. He was like this random NPC that we put in because the game wasn't finished, and so we needed a way to kill the player, and so he would just come up and just like ruthlessly smash it. So then we thought, oh, we got to bring him back and find a way for this guy to do something useful. So here he is. Oh no, the stream buffered. Sorry, Anthony. Well, we'll do it again later on. I don't know whether you'll see the cutscene again. Do you see the cutscene of the fisherman every time you go to the? Yeah, so you'll just have to play it yourself later on. Okay, so there's a lot of dangerous stuff. As you can see, there's a little breakable stuff. So these little anchor throwing guys will actually bust up some platforms. Or actually just a lot of the whole level, because you're playing in like, the idea is that you're playing in a shipwreck, like this old rotten boat. And then, oops. That's going to be funny actually with you playing with Staffy in this level. So this is where the whole little staffy guy comes from. In this level. So they're going to come out at you. So he's got his own staffy to defend himself. Yeah, like I said, just again, anyone who's watching and doesn't want to get spoiled, run away right now because we're going to wreck everything for you. Is there an anchor weapon? No, but there's a shark weapon. So, I mean, I feel like that sort of counts. Okay, you guys put an achievement on the staffy killing staffy. The pet, I think in the English version he's called the leg hugger, technically, but everyone calls him Staffy. I don't know why he's called him. Okay, yeah. It says it's an in-joke about why he's called Staffy. Yes, salty final boss. Oh, hey you. That achievement is a bit of a miss. I'm really sorry for anyone typing in Russian. Just put it through Google Translate or something, because I can't read that stuff. Right, if anyone wants to translate the Russian guys, just please do. Yep, Mr. Mamadok. I like the sort of fast rapier type weapons as well, so it is cool to see another one in the game. Oh yeah, there are tons of achievements that we didn't put into the game because they were just too ridiculous. I mean, I wouldn't even start. But you know, if you can think of like the most sadistic challenge imaginable, like we thought about it, and then someone talked to the person who was trying to build it down. I don't think he does get smaller again. What's the condition for losing Staffy?
He cannot die.
He cannot die? Damn. Yeah, he's OP, okay, he's OP as hell. So all platforms should be getting the DLC, except mobile, sorry mobile people, but all PC and console platforms should be getting the DLC in like 2 hours and 10 minutes. I do not know a streamer package myself, but already. It's cool. Gee. The Russian dude who ran your thing through Google Translate, I don't know honestly whether or not you're gonna like the ailments. I'm assuming by ailments you mean mutations. I hope you won't be annoyed by them. Some of them are cool. And the story is hopefully a little bit better than some of the stuff that we've done before. I mean, we tried to make it a little bit better, but you know. Like again, for anyone asking questions about the story, Dead Cells is not a story-based game. It was the last thing that we thought about. We just made up story at the end and sort of like mushed it onto the game and hoped for the best. DLC will be $4.99 in US or euros and in regional equivalents. Anthony Staffy is not the jealous type. He's more just like the mindless killing machine, as you can see. He just likes to eat people. Yeah, it won't appear on PlayStation yet. It won't come out until 6 PM. So. Axos, thank you. Hi back at you. To Germany. Glad you enjoyed it, man. Salty final boss. Well, actually, I'm interested to see Salty Final Boss what you're going to think about this new DLC. The not so final boss anymore. Yeah, Matthew Werner. I mean, it's normal. People want to know when they get to play the next stuff, and if you're playing on mobile, you know, so you have to wait for it. Like maybe someday we'll be able to come up with a better process for that, but I don't know, like we're not specialized mobile devs anymore. I mean, we used to do a version between ages ago, but we haven't done it in like literally like so. If we did it, we'd have to learn how to do it all over again, and it's not something that we're planning on doing right now. I think Playdigits do a great job. It's just the way that the production breaks down. It just takes the time. Can you parry the anchor? You can. Alright, Salty, that's cool. Rock Curve Ace, no colors. No different colors or classes. Never say never. We did bring in two-handed weapons, but it's kind of like different sort of class, I guess. But doing, like I was saying earlier on, like adding another color scheme in and then trying to balance that would just be a nightmare. So we're not doing it. B dot, yeah, the map is huge. It's ridiculous. That'll probably. How do the crits work on the rapier? Oh, it's rapier. But the isn't crit.
You have to hit line, the blue line. Enemy is here. Consider.
Okay.
Continue.
So basically, if the enemy's still alive in that blue line moment, then you hit again, get a crit. You're using the crits rapier. Hey devs, what is you guys' favorite DLC from Arco? I mean, he's sitting next to me, so I have to say Queen, Queen in the Sea because it's the one that Valentine worked on. I don't know. I liked to be fair. I have fond memories of Bad Seed because it was our first one, like the first one that Evil Empire made. I liked Rise of the Giant because it was really cool for us to be able to give something cool back to the community. Like that was nice. I like Fatal Falls because we added like a whole bunch of different mechanics. You know, like most of the time in Dead Cells, platforming, positioning is not super important, and those levels actually sort of force you to think about how you're going to move around. And then I like this one because, well, you know, you'll see, you will see, because it's very different. Again, we always try and sort of come up with different mechanics and different things that we're going to be able to do in the game that are interesting and fun. And so if they're fun for us to make, they're generally fun to play as well. ZOU a French hour? No, English for now. Arcs, yep, that seems to be the deal. I haven't played it myself. Like honestly, just to be perfectly transparent with all you, I've been super busy working on some other stuff, so I haven't terrible lot of testing of this content, which is why Valentine's playing it, not me. Favorite region of the game, Breno, Gabriel. Personally, it depends on how you think about it. In terms of aesthetics, I probably like the Arboretum the best. It's just a really beautiful level. In terms of like gameplay, what I enjoy doing when I play through, I don't know, I think the castle's kind of fun. Yeah. What about you? What's your favorite level?
This one.
Okay, here we go. So, oh yeah, no, this one's cool. So, new level, guys. I'm just gonna let him play. Go for it. Okay, yeah, so this is gonna be tough, just to be clear. This is
Maybe one of the best in the game.
yeah, definitely. It's completely different, like you're gonna see just quickly. So this is the Lighthouse.
I think this is harder than War Boss. For me.
Okay.
In 5BC.
So in 5BC, Valentine's saying that this level's harder than the spoiler boss that we're not supposed to talk about. Which, to be fair, is probably not wrong. Because you'll see. Watch this. Yeah, and anyway, again, if you don't want to get spoiled, get out of here now. Run away.
In 0BC, they are not
Okay.
either.
So you'll make it.
I can make it.
So as you can see, it's a tower, so it's a vertical level. It's a climbing. We've got fire that's burning up the tower. Sort of see there's a little bit of green flame here, don't hang around. And you've also got a number of these servants who are sort of chasing you around, who are trying to stop you from advancing. And they're all quite good. Oh, that stuff is just standing face down, so it's ridiculous. Yeah, Deepak Rajendra, I agree. Valent's a beast. Okay, so obviously second servant is bow based, and as you can see now, you've also got the first servant who's coming up. Makes things a little bit more interesting. Again, one of the things that we kept in this level, similar to Shipwreck, is the destructible objects, destroyable objects. So. Antonio, you keep getting lag, sorry dude. Yeah, there's a lot going on the screen at the moment. So I think if you're watching on a dodgy connection, then yeah, might be a little bit tough to keep up. I sure my pleasure. Can you parry the arrow?
Yeah.
No. Yes, you can parry that arrow. Kokoroku Gaming. Yes, there you go. Yeah, exactly. Hypixien. Like, you don't usually get to do that on your first playthrough, obviously. Rocket 75, you don't say. And I saw V dot trolling over there as well. Dead Cell's difficult, who knows? Oh, who said that? Stuff played here. Use the king to fight the queen. There's an idea. Just in case anyone's wondering as well about responses to questions, we've currently got like 800, 900 people watching across all the different channels. So there's quite a lot of, like, if you're watching just on Twitch, you're probably like, oh, there's not too many people like speaking, but on my restream thing that puts all of the chat together, it's a mess. How does the malaise affect this level?
There is no scope spawn. I think it counts like a normal boss level.
So there's no mob spawn on this level. It should count like a normal boss level as far as the malaise effect goes, which is good, because can you imagine what would happen if you had a whole bunch of mobs spawning and chasing you through the level? It'd be a nightmare. Yep, bladed Tom first the goods. Elias X, I'm with you, man. I would definitely chuck in the controller. Let's do one. Oh, do whatever, right? Like this. Alright. One to go? Yep. He's making this look way easier than it is, to be fair. I've never gotten past this. The last time that I mean, that's it, last time I tested it. Not just... There we go. Alright, nice. So there you go, they're the first, like, they're the two biomes of the level, so you get one level, sort of like one standard level, and then you get one sort of like semi-level, semi-boss type thing. So again, we wanted to try something a little bit different. And then, what's he gonna check?
I'll try, you... What?
Okay. Is it? Oh yeah, great. And it's green and purple on a red build. Sweet. Did we add any Easter eggs in this new DLC? Of course we did. Anthony, no worries. Like I said, 6 PM. Check it out. Bayerson, yep. The Manus Lord's boss fight, definite inspiration there. Really enjoyed that boss fight, to be perfectly honest. So. Oh, you got another. You got do more runs. So. Will we add new aspects in the near future? Maybe. Okay. Probably. No, look, yeah, everybody wants the debug version. Alright, here we go. So, this is a new boss. Ta-da! Yeah, she is a beast. I'm actually curious as to how they're going to manage the skin for the queen. Like, are you going to end up being massive or... Yeah, Maserana, 5 BC on the queen is just ridiculous. That's real. Of course he has. He's beaten her. Nolduf, thank you. That was Max Leon who did that. I agree, the arena is really good. The queen, you'll see she's not kind of a standard boss in the sense that she's going to change her tactics based on what you're doing. It's kind of like, I feel like having little Staffy was cheating. He's a bit of a beast. And there you go. Yeah. Wait, so she killed him briefly, but then he just like magically appears. I feel like, okay. Yeah, Vito, you saw it. Got him. So that's one of her things, is that she can cancel cards. Yeah. Is she inspired from Devil May Cry's Virgil? I don't think so, though that said, Max did design her, so I'd have to ask him that. Alternate RT, can you get the boss cells? Can you get from this boss? Ooh, he's gonna die, he's doomed. Oof. Oh, just. That was close. I thought you were doing it. Yeah, she is ridiculously fast now, if it's outrageous. I die every time. Even when I like arrive, if I'm supposed to be like god mode and I still die, so. And he done did it. There we go. Alright. So he made that look really easy. Don't think you're gonna get away with that when you come in. Play for yourself. Okay, I'm gonna get a drink. You want a glass of water or something? Okay, cool. I'll get you one of them. Who wants to be spoiled? That's the real question. Do you guys want to see the cinematic or do you want to play it yourselves? No, I do not call that easy. I call him doing it easy. Here we go. I love it. The yeses have it, and actually Valentine kind of just decided for himself because I didn't say anything. He just went for it. The big one. All right, there you go. All right, I'm just gonna nip off and get a glass of water for myself and Valentine. You want to start up another run, or you want to have a quick joke?
Yeah.
Pause. All right, we'll be back in like 30 seconds. We'll just let the credits roll for a bit. Back. Yep. Just mute this. Ou même 5.
Mais la réservation,
Bah allez si tu veux.
les serpents, ça va pas être fun.
Ouais, bah tu tiens comme tu veux. By the way, we're still live. Let me check. Come on. As you can see, we're professional streamers over here. Alright, yeah, it's working. That's cool. Yeah. Alright, welcome back, everybody. What says coming soon on Steam? Yeah, it still says coming soon on Steam because it's not out until 6 p.m. over here, which is like an hour and 45 minutes. So, are you ready, Valentin? Are we planning on new DLC afterwards? Yeah, probably. That's kind of what we do. Yeah. So what does the ending mean? Well, I'm not going to tell you that. I mean, we're spoiling everybody enough as it is. I'm not going to give everything. But have a go and have a look for yourself. Scapin 100-03, merci à toi, il n'y a pas de souci, on parle français ici un peu. Un peu. Well, at least me, un peu, them. Why can't we go to the 5 BC boss after the Queen? Because that's about the best answer you're gonna get. Yeah, arbitrary decision. I wasn't involved. As long as you find a boss, get out of here.
Queen kind of.
Yeah, okay, yeah, true. Yeah, so, of course. So, there is a reason to that, actually. As you know, at the end of the game, like at the beginning of the game, you get 2 levels than the boss. Except if you don't count prison start. And then you get 2 levels in the boss, and then you get 1 level in the boss with Alright, it's gonna go 1 basic. But so yeah, we had a little problem with the end of the branch because we didn't want to do another like secret spoiler boss. We wanted to have a boss that was available for anyone who bought the DLC. And so we decided to like come up with that problem by so the castle has the shipwreck as its sort of like counterpart, and then the servant level, the one you saw with the 3 mini bosses, is like the equivalent of the Hand of the King. And then the Queen is sort of like the equivalent of the spoiler boss. And just to be clear, she's as difficult, if not more difficult, than the spoiler boss. So a lot of challenge in there. We wanted to basically say, okay, you can get to here without having to play on some ridiculous difficulty level for 5 BC thing, which was like that's always been a controversial topic in the office because that was a motion twin decision. That's not something that we at Evelyn change. Gotta respect their vision of the thing. And so yeah, basically that's why you can't get to the spoiler boss after the quest. The DLC is not out yet. It's for anyone. That might. Can you guys hear? Just if anyone listening, can anyone hear like a wretched fan noise? Yeah, Ransom 32, I agree. I didn't agree with the boss of the 5 BC thing back in the day. But as you know, Motion Twin's a flat hierarchy company, so it's majority rules, and I was a minority on that one. No. Ultramix 92, it doesn't matter. You can get the boss cells from because video game logic. who's that? Alan Backer outfit. Where is it? You all have to find that yourselves. Taking Staffy again. So we should ban Staffy.
I have a new weapon. And throwing card.
Ah, yeah, cool. So we're playing with more new weapons, as you can see, the throwing cards, which are pretty cool.
I try to play tactic.
Ah, okay, you want to. It's a purple build. Yes.
I can change.
Oh, purple is good. Question is it possible to add a door from the ancient sewers that leads to the Mummatic boss? I mean, technically it would be. Would we do it? That's another question. Why did we change the name from the bear trap to the wolf trap? Sheesh, I can't even remember. It would have been me who would have called it bear trap initially. But it was probably, I think it's probably like piège de loup French, which is wolf trap. So at some point the translation would have gotten done by an external company. They would have just translated it literally, so that's why we changed the name, I imagine. But, you know, like it's been so long since it was me who did the translations that I really can't remember what anything's called. Like sometimes I come back through playing the game and I'm like, what? I didn't call it that, and then I realize that someone else has like gone back over the translations afterwards. Is there a 5 BC win achievement?
No.
No.
But there is window skin for each bit. Like you do servants and everything.
Okay, cool. Also, I'm not sure if y'all can hear Valentin when he speaks very well. This microphone's pretty good, but it's kind of like from my face. So. Can you show him the world map? Is that so? Here's your world map. So as you can see, stuff is at the end. None of the spoiler stuff is on, so it's a little bit different. Alright. Is it you who developed the world map? Will the servant fights be in the training?
Maybe we can.
Maybe. the answer is maybe. Who's spamming? Who keeps asking for people not to spam? Give me the name of the person spamming and I'll take care of it. I think I can do that. Mr. Poopy. Okay. An amazing name. How do I find it? Can't see him. Maybe. Oh, maybe my filter. I think maybe my chat thing is filtering him out automatically because I can't see anyone named Mr. Poopy in the chat. Ah, there he is. Eating. In the timeout, bro. Too late. I did it. You got 5 minutes time. Yeah, if anyone else is spamming or doing nasty stuff in the in any of the chats, just let me know. I'm not, as you can see, I'm not very good at this. Like I'm not a streamer. This is not my job. It's part of the thing about working with you. Sometimes a bunch of random stuff that you have no idea what you're doing. Leon, I don't think the broken achievements are Facebook. PlayStation Pitch yet. What does Queen Skin look like? Good question. No. Is she bigger? Is the Queen Skin bigger? She said her skin put her down. Elle est plus grande, elle est taille normale. No, it's the same size, but it's a normal size. Oh, you cool is logged on. Yeah. Carrion thing following him is the new pet. The carrying thing. I'm gonna take that as a compliment. Wow. Can you not make the text on this thing bigger? I'm so blind. This is terrible. Appearance. Maybe I gotta do something about the text size. This chat. Scale. Yes, bigger. Fine people. So, oh, that's heaps better. Oh, why didn't we do that? Okay. Yeah, carrying thing, I agree. That's a really good name for it. Hey, David Miller, thanks, man. We try our best. We try our best. Bercy F, what are requirements to be an artist around here? Well, generally, just being a good artist. Like if you have a look at a lot of the guys and girls from Evil Empire Emotion are on ArtStation and LinkedIn and that kind of stuff. So if you have a look at the level of the work that they're producing, sharing on ArtStation, then that's to give you an idea, like sort of an idea. But generally, we're looking for people who've either got experience in the video game industry or have made like game jams and stuff, so they understand what it is to be an artist in the game industry, because it's quite different to being an illustrator, or even an animator in film or TV, because there are a lot of constraints that are unique to the way that games are made that don't exist in other industries. So you have an understanding of what it technically requires to make a game. That's good. So generally, obviously, if you've been getting debugging. If you
I'm already cheating.
I didn't say it before. That's how you do that, you scumbag. Yeah, that's sort of like is the overall answer for that. Okay, well, yeah. Just charge it. DLC is $4.99. Does anyone else having sound problems with the game being too loud? Because I can turn that down, that's not a problem. Okay, so most people seem to be saying that the volume is fine, and we did check it extensively this afternoon before we played, so I don't know, it might just be certain headphones or something like that. But yeah. Oh, trip dish, look out. Yeah, so for the 97,000 people who've asked when we play it, the answer will be 6 PM, so in about an hour. 6 PM French time. White or Swan White, I don't know what you want to call yourself. Yeah, a lot of people have been asking us about story stuff, and I know that there is some kind of desire within the team to do some stuff about story, but because the game is not a game that was originally designed to be story-based or particularly interesting from a story perspective, like adding on story can be kind of difficult, so we'll see about that. Oops. You're wrong. I'm going to say you're wrong as well. No, as far as the tubes in the training room, direct selection and all that kind of stuff, we wanted to facilitate the choice of random builds, but we didn't want to give the player absolute control over the builds. Like if you want to do that, you can do it technically through the custom mode, better still something to do. Like Dead Cells, one of the big things that we really try and do with every update that we push in Dead Cells is encourage people to change their equipment regularly. That's one of it's like the core design pillar of the game. We don't want people being able to directly select stuff because the RNG is actually supposed to push you to change your stuff. So yeah, that's why. Cocorico Gaming, no, you cannot. If so, start from there. Oh, Swipe, hey, thanks, man. Hang on a second, I have a Slack message. What's this? Who's pinging me? Dan is trolling me. Stash. Okay, thank you, Jalen. He's come back. Ready to answer any useful questions on the stream. Mr. Chocolate Milk, how much content can we expect in the future? I don't know. It's like it really comes down to how long people keep buying stuff for, I guess. You know, or if someday, Motion decides to make Dead Cells 2, or they decide to let us make Dead Cells 2 or something like that. But we've got heaps of ideas for that stuff. Like basically, MT said to us that we can sort of just keep going. I mean, they've sort of green-lighted another couple of years of working on Dead Cells, like free updates, DLCs, and everything like that. And when we actually sat down and sort of like looked at and thought about how long it would take for us to build all of the ideas that we will still want to make, yeah, we've got lots and lots of stuff that we could do. So we could potentially be doing this for a while. Salty final boss, I agree with you. I completely agree with you about that. Queen Law. I think in general, there's I'm starting to see a pattern about there with demand for more law. Danny, have you seen the, like, by more detailed, you mean more detailed than the world map that exists already? Because we haven't thought about it as far as I know. I mean, personally, I use the wiki. The wiki's great. It's the chocolate milk. Glad you're enjoying it. Longer routes would be great for new content instead of alternative routes. Okay, gain W Dragon. It's an idea to sort of post in mind. We've already got, like, we're already working on the next free update. So it's this kind of stuff, but the next free update's going to be and it's, yeah, maybe I'm just looking at me, so I shouldn't be telling you that, but it's going to be sick. And it's cool, but it's different. It's very different to the kind of so. Co-op mode. Hey Dumba. Yeah, the other guy who ripped on me for looking like a wife beater. It's not true. I don't know, man. Co-op mode again is one of those things that's like, because the game wasn't designed to be co-op from the beginning, it would be a huge job to pull it off. So I've never done it. That said, it's something that we always thought about. Ooh, goddamn man, even I saw that thing. Men clean pressures. Peter, best place to post bugs is probably still the Discord, I think. Just because they've got, you know, like active mods and community who then put it through the bug thing and it'll pop into, I think the Discord is actually has like a feed into some of our backend stuff. So yeah, definitely Discord as far as bugs being the best place to report. Humness, any more collabs, crossovers planned? What is a game what did he say? What is a game you'd love to throw a nod to in Dead Cells? Oh. None that are planned right now, but yeah, I mean, we a whole bunch of different things. I mean, it depends on sort of how far back you want to go. Like one of my big references for Metroidvania games is Salt and Sanctuary. So you know, see something like that, and you know, there's some of the roguelite games. So any of the big roguelites, you know, Risk of Rain would be a big one for me. Would love to say with yeah. But this is the thing, it depends on how deep you want to go in terms of throwing nods to the game. It's like, do we want to throw a nod or do we want to just steal a whole system from their game? Because I really like the way that the animations work in Risk of Rain, because they stack instead of having to choose, you know, just 3 like in Dead Cells, and so you end up with like crazy runs. So maybe we could just like steal that system and put it in Dead Cells, you know, better. Again, just as a reminder, Chroma 100 release is at 6 PM Paris time, so anyway. What are some realistic collabs that we wish that would happen? But I mean, we didn't end up doing. So Alex, one of our producers, has been on a war path to get the Doom, the main character from Doom in the game. And I told him that if he could make it happen himself, that we'd put it in there, but that I wasn't going to help him with it. And so he tried. I'm pretty sure he actually emailed him and asked them. But yeah, I mean, like there's that. But probably Dark Souls, obviously. What else would you? You know, any of something like a lot of the Nintendo stuff, obviously. But I mean, you can go a long way. You can get real stupid with that. Yeah, Doom Cells, exactly. Cloaker Boy, yeah, the Soul Knight guys were their partners with Billy, who were the guys who published the mobile version for us in China. So they introduced us to them, and they were nice devs, and so we were like, sure, why not? We'll do it. People went nuts for that in China as well. Like all of the Chinese players were really. Chuck 14, good night, man. Gun weapon when Kokorok. Get out of here, you. No gun weapons. We already got the heavy crossbow, and it was like OP as hell, so. How about finally giving the Scarecrow outfit some actual names? Yes, we probably should. Oh, is Mr. Poopy back? Elden Ring news, please. I like your name, man. Are we surprised how big Dead Cells is in China? Yes, very much so. And it's grown as well. Like when we first started out in China, China was pretty good, pretty solid, and now China's just ridiculously huge. Like the majority of players are from China nowadays. I should really be speaking in Chinese right now. But my Chinese sucks, so I'm not.
Try to play
Yeah.
On my.
Good. All right, we're gonna do some heavy cheating here, and show you guys another weapon. Someone else asked there, I think it was like Swite, whether or not we predicted the. Yeah, so please pay no attention to what we just did. You didn't see anything. If we predicted the success of Dead Cells, no one predicted that it would be as successful that it has been. Oh no. Okay, Assault Shield Trident. Yeah, that's a pretty good setup. So no, we didn't think it was going to be this good. Like we thought it would be good enough for us to break even and eventually make another game, but we had no idea that it was going to. Wow, baby. Loot or die, yeah. As far as like Souls or Bloodborne crossovers, those guys are, you know, they're kind of like they don't do that stuff. So that's yeah. Scam. Okay. Mr. Chocolate Milk, thank you, sir. I'm pretty happy with the game. Okay, so we're trying out the Trident right now. So what's its crit on?
If you run
into a wall? Or just anywhere? Second attack is a charge and inflicts critical damage after a few moments. Interrupts it with the last attack to deal critical. Okay. So you gotta like use the longer attack to charge the guy. And then there's like is the final attack still the spinny thing? We changed yeah. 8 pressure 8, no one asked you for your opinion. Arid, yeah. There's a lot of stuff that we can do if we would let you into the admin stuff. Listen, I'm glad. I mean, I like it's good. Whether or not we should just like cheat and teleport to the new stuff.
You like that?
Right, alright, what do you reckon? Should we just like cheat and teleport to the new stuff, or should we let him play through the whole run? Anyone got any thoughts on that? Hey George, thanks man. So. Don't cheat, we got one don't cheat, we got one teleport to the new stuff. Croc. Okay, cool, I'll say Croc. Cheat. Show the new stuff. Do the queen with 111 stats, cheat. Okay, so we're starting to get more cheats. Okay, we've got lots more cheaters. Okay. Yeah, cheat. And we gotta get to the safe space. Alright, off we go! Straight to the next. Gonna need to start yourself up. Okay. Oh yeah, that's cool. Yep. So this is definitely slow. It's not a two-handed though. It's a one-handed, but definitely the slowest. Croc console will be at 6 PM as well. Could be. I mean, Xbox maybe a little bit later. Yo, Muno, what up? No way you can get it. Yeah, so this weapon's deliberately slow. Whether or not it'll stay this slow, it's a really tough. I reckon you get. Super powerful though. Pretty much one hit everything. What do we think about modifiers? What do you mean by modifiers, Strawman? Oh, you mean like the things that you get between levels? Aspects? Rock, debug mode for everyone, never. Yeah, the music is great, eh? It's really nice. salty final boss. Salty much. Okay. Sure, man. Yeah, maybe. I mean, like, one, like, probably something that we can do. I don't know. I think Arthur was talking about something like that at some point. Arthur's game designer, that says. But I don't know whether or not he actually like wrote down a design or anything like that. Is the monster inspired by Carrion? I don't know whether it was directly Steffi. So I don't think so. I think it was potentially already in development. Nah, but I think it's more like just sort of like an eldritch thing there that we thought was cool to be associated with the shipwreck. But I mean, Carrion's a cool game, so I won't deny any kind of association to it. Do you have to go through Steel Village to get to the ship?
Only the first time.
Okay.
You have to get the key in the mirror.
Okay. So no, you don't have to go through the Steel Village. Again, spoiler. You just have to go through there the first time to get the key. It's okay. There's no plays in this Dung guy. Can you get to the Queen on a fresh file first run?
Yeah.
Yep, you can. You go. Actually, which is, well, yeah, that's pretty much what he did on that previous run when we didn't cheat. Yeah, for anyone who just tuned in, you missed the first run where we actually didn't cheat and where we did all the stuff that you need to do to hunt thing. So, yeah, you just have to figure that out by yourself later on, I guess. Will you release a world map poster of the game at some point? I hope so. See, now you've made me want to become one of those people who's like, make the last DLC, because I feel like that kind of merch, that kind of stuff is really cool. But I mean, we wouldn't do that until we'd obviously finished the... actually finished the game. So yeah, something. Swipe, will we do streams more often? We've been saying that we're going to do streams more often for like 6 years now. We've never actually managed to do the streams more often. So I don't think that we will. Swipe, we do have beheaded plushies actually. Again, check out. Oh, again, it was you who asked last time. Check out Fan Gamer. Dead Cells. No, I don't know if they have any more plushies, like whether they're still in stock or not. I'll have to check up on that. Nakachi 666. Yes, this weapon is really slow. Spectre. I think this is probably the biggest biome in the game. I think, yeah, by a large margin. Lighthouse is pretty big too, so both the new biomes are huge. Deal with it. Nolik 666. Hey man, glad you liked it up there. Salty. What is it? Wait, the plush doesn't glow in the dark, does it? I don't think it does. Yeah, the girth, feeling stripy, the girth of the ossuary, I agree with you. Like those long, stinking hallways, just like, oh. Every time I play that level, I'm like, oh my god, we need it.
I think it's slower than Relax.
Slower than, yeah. Are you managing to read that, and you're a fiend? Here, I'll put it on this side so you can. It's distracting. The eye glows in the dark. How the hell did I not know that? What the heck? I have one of those things. I've just never noticed that the eye glows. Alternate RT, we cheated. Like it's a fresh save, but we have like the unlock all stuff for command, so we just type it.
Change in text for the shop. Verbal.
So now we're testing out the shark with the most iconic weapon in this DLC. That's cool. I don't know about you. Nakachi 666. We haven't got any plans right now to do a co-op version of the game, but I'm kind of one of those people that never says never. Yeah, so same response to Swite. It's difficult to imagine. What does the shark do? What's the crit? On the shark.
When he's useful it, attack, he root and bleed.
So he roots and causes bleeding. Plus, as well, you can use him with other weapons to create interesting combinations. Let's just say that. Yeah, alternate RTA. Whatever. I think he did. Feeling strappy, just jump into the spikes to try and get his anchor back. The stooge. No, we're not missing the riffs. We're just ignoring them. It's different. See. Swite neither. I'm an Australian who is living in France. French is okay. It's an English term. What's the favorite feature from the new update? What's my favorite feature? Yeah. So here's the Lighthouse biome. Mine's probably the shark, just because it's completely ridiculous. They said that they were going to do it, and I just laughed. Didn't think they'd actually do it. And then one day I tested the game, and the shark was in there. I'm like, oh, what have you done? But it actually is pretty cool. Spectre, no, this is not an alternative path to get to the secret ending. It's its own ending. When's it coming out in India time? What are you guys like? I think you're like 4 hours behind us. Wait, ahead of us, sorry. So that would be like 10 PM, I think. Switch releases at the same time. Does the shark count throw? Does the fact that you show that? Does the fact that you throw the shark still count as a melee attack? So yeah. So once you throw it, it becomes a projectile attack. That's a contentious choice right there. I personally feel. Mossy Green, you prefer playing with a keyboard or controller, which means you're a sadist, or no, a masochist, because you're playing upon yourself. But you know, I'm a controller man. Maybe biased. Eric takes Sierra. It will come to mobile, but not straight away. A couple of months, I reckon. Yeah, as far as who said that about having more variation of enemies in the biome, it's something that we did test, but it was just too hectic because that biome is not particularly easy to read because there's a lot of stuff happening on the screen. So yeah, of maybe using that biome. Switch, try some lighting. See if that.
I'm not used to play something.
You're gonna get killed. You're gonna get killed.
Maybe.
Yeah. I just have a cheat, so what we need to do.
Immunities are starting to be really aggressive.
Mm.
Because the BC is like.
So 1BC is where you're really gonna start and facing challenge, and that's what we're playing right now. So this is gonna be interesting. He's probably gonna die, especially playing with the. Let's see. Yeah, mini bosses, they're great. Spark for Blue, I like that idea about the inverted skin. I don't know whether or not we could do that. That would be. Well, that would be an interesting idea. You beat a boss and then have like persistent elites in the shape of the boss that are going to chase you around. Yeah, so some of the ideas that they're spitting out in the chat are quite interesting. Do the mini bosses have a damage cap?
I don't think so. You can one shot them.
Okay, you can one shot.
Probably.
Yeah, not just 2 bosses, 3 bosses in one level. Favorite boss, design and mechanic wise, probably is going to be the Queen now. Previously was probably the Scarecrow, I reckon. The Gardener. What is he called? Is he called the Scarecrow or the Gardener? Yeah, I reckon. Do we know if the Ruination hoodie will return on Fangamer? Don't know. I'll have to call them and ask them about that. I haven't spoken to those guys in ages because we haven't been able to travel, and I usually catch up with them at events. So yeah, see, the thing is, y'all are like, oh, of course it's the Scarecrow, but we have other names for them, like in the code, and so I usually get those names stuck in my head. Like if you ever hear me talk about the Timekeeper, I always call her the Assassin because that was what she was called, and she still is called the Assassin in the code as well. Are all the servants she's? I don't know whether or not there's any decision about that, but I believe so. Looks like it. Jump up again. You're doing alright, man. You're doing alright.
Despite the last one.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Headed in Fortnite. Yeah, I wish. Are you dying? No, it's pretty good. I love the rogue throw thing, it's so much fun. Nice. Okay, here we go. So
Maybe I should give myself like one last
you probably should, because I reckon you're gonna die otherwise. Where'd it go? Yeah. Alright, just gonna have to try it out.
Hopefully good one.
Yeah. If you start to lose, just press the button. I don't know whether the food drops are. I think they're intentional on this level. On this level at this PC difficulty because it's really hard. Spectre FKD. What time will it release exactly at 6 p.m. France time? So in like 1 hour and 2 minutes. On I think that's for most places. I think it's potentially already out on Switch in Japan, or it's going to be late on Switch in Japan. And obviously mobile will come. Maybe not obviously, but mobile will come much later. Oh, you are getting pumped. Ooh, alright, last chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. We'll be able to fight the new bosses in the Proctor's room like the others. I think they're going to try and do that, but obviously it's a little bit difficult. No, I don't think the order of the mini bosses is fixed. So you always fight. Balls, the ball chain. Ooh, yeah. Let's do it. Oops! Look out! So this is a wretched cheat. It's food. There we go. All right, no more god mode. Sorry about that. No, you can't get those cheats, they're out.
So you get good.
Yeah, exactly. Aren't you supposed to be really good at this game? These bosses are inspired from Isiod. I don't know. I feel like it's more like the Mantis Lords from Hollow Knight. Studios, no. Alright, there we go. Down, we got another.
My stuff is like 200.
Yeah. Yeah, so they just to be like clear, this is not a build that we recommend anyone actually try and play. This is just random stuff. Just because we've sort of been trying to show off the weapons and not really thinking much about how we would actually play and build, and cheating and skipping levels and so on and so forth. So, did we optimize the game for low-tier computers? Yes. Yes. I mean, it depends what you mean by low-tier computers. The mobile version runs on like some really low-level Android phones, like surprisingly low-level Android phones. I'm not going to congratulate. Don't deserve it. But yeah, I mean, it's still it's not. You know. Okay, here we go. Yo, Armanox, how you doing? Yes, we are the dirty cheaters, definitely.
Maybe I'll change. And the bow.
Oh yeah, true. Beat the queen. So god mode again, right?
No.
It's not good. You do something about that. Yeah. That's a bug. Oh, the pure nail, yeah. I'm trying to show off the DLC stuff a bit more. Yeah.
A bit late. It's fine.
Interesting choice.
Let's just kill the queen.
Yeah, no, with that. Alright, you all send us your videos of you beating the queen with 111 stats or 122 and then we'll talk, alright? She's really difficult, like ridiculously difficult.
I want to see flawless servants
Yeah.
in 5VC.
Yeah, all the servants in 5BC. Anyone gets that, then yeah. There's some challenges. There's some challenge accepted coming down in there. I think it's talk. It's all talk. Was that ever an achievement idea? The 111 run. What about that? I'm sure someone did. That is really pretty. This arena, isn't it? You cool did this. You cool. So known as Max. Did she say stop trolling? No, you read that wrong. Are you still here? Here we go. No, damage sucks. Like he's, like I said again,
Yeah. Understood.
red playing with random stuff, so the builds are crap. The build that he's playing with is absolute crap. She's not that tanky if you have a good build, but you don't. Mossy Green, yeah, we feel like this is definitely, like I said earlier on, I think this has definitely become the best boss in the game. Like, you know, you see when she takes your own projectile and throws it back at you, like that's pretty cool. And it is hard. Yeah, it's ridiculously hard. But again, this is supposed to be an alternative to the spoiler boss, so it's like ridiculously difficult. So for anyone, yeah, this is probably going to be interesting actually to see how people, because if you haven't played the spoiler boss before and you come to the queen, you're going to be like, what the hell? And I don't know if she's meant to be harder than the spoiler boss. I'm just going to say it. And like I said, ooh, that was. Well, you got lucky. Wait, Tivix, where Tivix at? Oh, he is there. Yo, what up, Tivix? So yeah, this is funny. We got like the old school and the new school. Talking about boss design. So we got yeah, this kind of thing. Whoa, that was not good. Yeah. How are you not dead? Yeah, jinxed it. Alright, cheating, straight back in. Yeah, Tivix, you'll enjoy this one, man. So this is gonna be right up your alley. Yeah. Don't use that one again. Don't try that. The bleed, man. Yeah, 2 weeks. We made some adjustments to the debug menu. It's a lot easier to use now. Alright, ready to go?
Yeah.
Stage 3, religion stage 4. So Kuzum hold These are like stage. I'd say it's the equivalent. The shipwreck is the equivalent of the castle. The servants are the equivalent of the hand of the king. The queen is the equivalent of the collector. So again, we're going all out on the spoiling here. If you don't want to be spoiled, run away now. Nemio 3, you don't have to beat it. Don't have to beat it on BC. This boss is available on 0 BC. So, how do we get to the queen from 5 BC? Same way you get to the queen on BC. You just can't get to the collector. Is the queen susceptible to any status effects? Yes, she was bleeding just then. She's bleeding right now. See what I was saying? She's not super tanky if you actually have a decent build with some decent synergies. Sam S, I had not thought about it like that, but now that you say it, yeah, Ben Servus, I'm sure some ad lab will do exactly that. Beat the queen just with the shield. Oh, that was... He's poor timing there, son. So you wait and chuck it into her. Oh, you can do it. I didn't even realize you could roll through that if you... I kept dying. And again, for anyone who just tuned in, you can buy the new DLC in like 50 minutes. Should be live at 6:50. And when is the soundtrack going to be updated? I don't know. There was someone asking about a balance patch. Is there a balance patch coming with the DLC? No. No. Did you just manage to kick her off the edge? Nice work. That was cool. Alright, nice. You only had to cheat like what, 3 times? Okay.
Easy.
Yep. Right, nice. What are we going to show them on this next run? Oh, I don't know how people sit in one spot and stream for freaking hours in a row. Vito, how do you do it, man? Oh. Bow run, please. Do you guys want to see a full run? Oh, we got 50 minutes now. Do you want to see a full run, or should we just focus on the new content? That's the real question. Yeah, TV, you'll enjoy it. Ping me later on, I'll send you a key. Dead Cells 2 when? Don't know. Good question. Do you wanna do another one? Okay, cool. Alright, we're gonna swap over if Matt's available. Alright, we're gonna have a quick break again, and we'll be back in like 5 minutes with some more streaming. Okay. Oh, V dot, you're so sweet. Probably you've got a comfy chair, though. This chair is crap. Yeah. Let me give a seat. Alright, we'll be back.
Hello. What haven't you played with yet? Have you go? Just gotta get back in the game. Steve will be back. Did it give it a Jimmy? I think it went. You didn't play that yet?
No.
The heavy load?
Right. Back at it. Russians love motion training. Russians love dead tilter. Thank you.
What do you do?
So what's the deal with this build?
I'm not sure. Picked up the heavy load. Did that a little bit. Oh.
No, Sansalito, no, this is not a free DLC, this is a $4.99 DLC. Are there multiple new endings? That's some mega spoiler information right there. But there are multiple. Yeah, it's good. Release in 45 minutes. About. Thereabouts. Oh, man. No. Yeah, just these chairs suck. My back hurts. Oh my god. Who's spamming? Who's spamming on YouTube? Them. Valentine had to use God. I wanted to.
I saw it. You cheated.
We cheated.
My piece. Which way have to go?
Which way was he going? Oh. I swear I didn't see him go through from it. Does anyone remember which way we're supposed to go? Terrible. He went this time. think he cheated from the last one, so no, I don't remember. Let me ask him. Yeah. Oh, we can always just cheat and go straight to the stuff. That's what we'll do. Yeah, patch notes will be coming. Everything will be coming at 6. Misty one. Did we fix the no-hit timekeeper, no-hit trophy thing? I don't know whether we ever managed to isolate that as a bug, or like understand why it was happening. So for like most people it doesn't happen, but for some people it does, and so those bugs suck. They're really hard to find and fix. Dark Razor 25, no, mobile is not going to be updated straight away, it'll be a couple of months. Havoc Soul wants you to play at 5 minutes. I thought you were good at this game. Damn, man. Glad I'm not playing, it would be very embarrassing.
It is a little bit embarrassing.
Just TP to... Go straight to the new stuff. Alright, here we go. Yeah, 5BC, I don't know if that's going to be worth doing. We're going to suck real bad. We've got another 40 minutes of stream. What's the button? I think it's just like 1 or 2 or 3. Just like give you some random stuff. And then you can pick the weapons that you want. We're on green though, so pick the color of the thing. Oh, sure. Oh yeah, and just I kind of forgot, but if anyone wants to see the new animated trailer, you should go over to IGN. Do it. Put VDOT on stream. VDOT is coming up after this because we suck. So we need someone good to play. We need someone good to show off our own game. We're terrible. And yeah, Red Ninja 7002, all of the weapons. Well, a lot of the weapons you're seeing, obviously not all of them. A lot of them are new. Sparkle Blue, yep. Will the animated trailer also be uploaded to the Motion 2 channel? Yes, it certainly will. It already is uploaded. Just have it. We gave IGN a little bit of a head start on that one. Get funky. Kill him. Shark range, not so good. What do you usually play with? That's what I see.
Bad, not either.
Will the DLC be released 40 minutes later? Yes, it will be released. Ah, here we go. Lucky. Okay, so these are again one of the new weapons. Here.
Kill speed.
Yep, which is kind of a lot of fun. Havoc Soul. So for anyone else who's wondering, the new DLC content is located parallel to the Castle Biome, Hand of the King, and the spoiler boss. but you don't have to beat the game on 5BC to actually be able to play it. So you can play the Queen boss at 0BC. Yeah, test object. It hurts us to be able to play it for ages and then not be able to like give it to you guys because we're always keen to release stuff, but gotta wait. Well, though I gotta say, I'm super keen for it to come out because it means that I can eat something afterwards. I'm starving right now. Is there going to be a bundle on PlayStation with the main game plus DLC? Yes, there is. On all of the platforms, there should be the same sort of bundles as there are on PC, except for the soundtracks, because most consoles don't support soundtracks. Havoc Soul, no, you get to choose between pre-spoiler boss and the servants. So they're the three mini bosses in the one level. We didn't put two bosses in this one. We put it's a boss level, which you'll see if Matt makes it out of this level. He's gonna make it even if he has to use the god mode. Feeling stripy, yeah, I love the sound design on them. On the dudes as well, it's really great. Nemligo, thank you. Glad you enjoyed it. Rifi, is the queen a homunculus like the beheaded? Her head has the same effect. Where? Oh, that's a good question. I'm not going to tell you, that's too much of it. Sparkle Blue, let's hope the bug that happened last time during the Fatal Falls release doesn't happen again. Yes, let's hope, let's pray, let's like sacrifice some goats or something, because if that happens again, I'm gonna rip what's left of my hair out of my head. Yeah, we really tried to make sure that there will be no bugs, but I mean in like 35 minutes we're gonna find out. Power 64, how does he get back to the prison quarters after a win? Good question. I guess he just uses the sewer system the same way he does when he loses. So they're called mutineers, yes. Anyone still wondering, the DLC drops in 35 minutes, 6 PM Paris time. Salty final boss, he swims back like a loser. Yeah, that's exactly how he gets back to it. And again, to everyone writing to us in Cyrillic, really sorry that I can't understand you. You know that we appreciate you getting on and watching the stream and playing the game and everything. iOS update will not come out for a couple of months. Zhongxin, sorry about that. Zhongxin, I like it. Alright, oh, you would.
Now I've got a faster one.
Yeah. Oh, that was it. Why no pirate captains? From memory, because when we put pirate captains, so obviously pirate captains were the obvious choice for this level. But when we put them in, it was just too much of a mess. Like, it was just unbearable. So we had to pull them out. I'm pretty sure that they'll be there on some kind of higher boss level. Boss levels. We'll play with some ridiculous kind of levels of difficulty. I'm sure we'll provide that for you at some stage. Ransan 32, you can't have a Metro community without spikes. Everybody knows this. Sam S. Bit of theory crafting already. Yes. Are you cleaning the whole level? I mean.
Just trying to find the exit.
No, you still haven't found your way out.
Exactly.
Here we go. Bro, yeah. Oh yeah? Good. Let's see how we go. Oh yeah, it's a DLC weapon, Misty one? Oh, John Cena. Oh, there you go with your name. I was thinking Chinese for sure. I don't know why it's so popular in the Russian community. I'm glad it is though. Tell all your friends. Would there ever be plans to add enemy choice to custom mode? Sorry if it already is there. It's not already there? I'm pretty sure it is already. Good question. I don't know. Benjamin Ombre, yes, the console update will come out in half an hour. If everything goes well, touch wood. Praxis, yes, there are definitely secret rooms. It's all that kind of stuff. Professional streamer here in action, isn't it? Android update in a couple of months. Oh, you can't do that in custom mode. There you go. So no, you can't choose enemies in custom mode. You can with our debug menu. I'll tell you that. I think there is a no-hit achievement for the servants, but it's gonna be ridiculous. I'm pretty sure you can't. You can get them. What you can do is you can. The question is, can you kill the bosses before you get to their boss room? And no is the answer because they heal themselves. You can reduce their health markedly so that when you get to the final room, when all three of them are in there, it's not as much of a slog. Brasatulia, will we add more aspects? Yes, at some point in the future we'll definitely. Potilato, it is a paid DLC, $4.99. Misty, I don't know, maybe. It seems like the kind of achievement that would just be unfair. Ooh. Die. Oh, debug menu! That's unlucky. At least you managed to get out of it. Yeah, the spoilers no hit trophy is ridiculous. Let's be perfectly honest, it's completely ridiculous. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, lucky.
I haven't played this one.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I am good.
Still got 3 of them. It's gonna be tough, right? And I don't know what the god mode button is, so. Oh, maybe. Yes, not bad. Oh, they're healing up. But pause it. It's cheating. Yeah, you guys will have to wait until VDOT starts playing in a little bit to be able to see someone who's really good and who can't cheat because he doesn't have the dev build. Standing in the fog. Nefarious, you access the new area by, again, spoilers, by going through the shipwreck. Sorry, not the shipwreck, the Still Village. Cheese Banana, yeah, it should be one of your, your most proud achievements because it's ridiculously difficult. Cousin Paul, the question about the randomizer mod for each of the difficulties is probably a good idea, but I don't know if that's planned yet. What's the hardest enemy in my opinion, excluding bosses? Golem. Or the stinking cannibal dude in the clock tower. I hate his pattern. That's just my opinion. Oh no, the demon in the cabin's pretty stinky. Croc, I don't know. I mean, I guess you probably can do damage on them, but you're gonna have to cheat again. Feeling stripey, yeah, I tend to agree with you there. She's been on a good on you, man. Remy VDB, if you head over to IGN right now, you will discover the answer to that question. Oh, nearly. And this is just ridiculously hard. It's so hard. Will there be a physical? And he did. Skip. It's not, you can't buy it yet because it's not out. Yeah, the level 6 Libesti, that level is a level. It's a special type of level. So no scrolls, no shops. Yeah, we're all sad, right? And it comes out, no, for North American people, Wawa Smite, it should come out in 24 minutes. And I don't know if we can show, can you put the Queen outfit on?
Queen outfit?
Yeah, everyone wants to see it.
Which one?
The frozen Queen outfit, no, just the base Queen outfit. Isn't it? Oh, people have seen stuff that they didn't know existed. Yeah, this is debug. If it's not in the real game, it doesn't exist, alright? No Sonic outfit. Mini Queen. It's mini me. About CTO looking at the build computer. Could be in trouble. You're fighting with the shark.
Yeah, that'd be ambitious.
Yeah, that little. The one fight where you need mad range. Valentin managed to Spartan kick her off the edge.
That's cool.
Pretty cool. No. That was, yeah. This is what, nothing good comes from cheating, man. The debug menu for us is on it's if you press like the left stick, L3. I should brought you back. It's alright. Yeah, so yeah, there you go. There's a little bit of a spoiler for you. If you suck too bad with the Queen, she'll bring you back and kill you again. Yeah, and she can cut grenades. She can do heaps of stuff. I like the electric whip, to be perfectly honest. Fuck we would. But we agree with one of them.
Oh, I didn't know it was gonna happen. What are you doing that?
You keep doing it. That's because you're getting stressed. Now this time he's actually dead.
I give up.
Give up. You rage quit. You can't rage quit now. You can't leave me to play this game. I suck worse than you do. Oh shit, okay. Alright, so we're on the last 20 minutes here, so if anyone's got any questions that they want to ask, it's now or never. We will be looping this little dev stream like on the Steam page, so if anyone missed it, feel like if any of your friends missed it and share it with them, you will be able to. Yeah, she is ridiculously quick, 6 to ABSD. Luigi, no, the DLC should come out in 21 minutes. Dans 21 minutes, ça va sortir le DLC. Dazul, will she always revive you once? I can't remember what the condition of that is. I'm pretty sure it's if you suck, like if you die early on in the fight, she revives you. So, yeah, well, I mean, you know, when I say that like genuinely because like she's really hard. She's ridiculously hard. She can cut grenades. She can cut all kinds of stuff. Yeah, she cut some really good deals. Create a skeleton, yes, but many months from now. When's it going to be updated on mobile? For anyone wondering about that, it'll be in a couple of months. Oh, Smog G, the axe in the starting area as an actual weapon, like a big two-handed axe would be awesome. I don't know why they haven't done that yet. And again, release will be in 20 minutes. No, I'm ignoring your comment. DLC will definitely come to mobile, but not. That's what I would say. Will there be a spoiler for Post Queen as well? No, because the Queen is technically on the same level as the spoilers. Team H, thank you. Dan Distan, will there be any more weapon patches after this? Yes, there definitely will be. Phantom Bot, when is the crossover coming to mobile? I don't know what Playdigious' schedule is on that, unfortunately. But if you ping Playdigious on Twitter, I'm sure they'll see. Dandiston, there'll be both. We go like the next update coming, the next free update coming is really big. It's cool. There's weapons and stuff in it as well. Sorry for everyone writing. It's really can't stand you. Whoopishi, thank you. Glad you enjoyed the game. Havoc Soul, can we add extra attacks or spells or something for each boss? That would be an interesting mode, but it would be time consuming to develop, so I mean I never say never, but maybe. Will there ever be a 6th boss cell from this DLC? No, there's no 6th boss cell. 5 is enough. Gray, I'm glad you enjoyed that. We try and come up with something fair. You dying again, man? Motion Twin, do you plan on making a boss rush mode anytime in the future? You kinda... Do we have a boss rush mode?
No, I've got boss practice.
Yeah, you got boss practice, but I think there is a boss rush mode, like... It's been talked about, obviously, for Yonks, but I don't know whether or not it's actually, like, a thing. Oh, he dead. He gonna die. Okay. What's the hidden achievement? I don't know. Shotgun bat new weapon. no guns. Sid's a blue in, thank you. Ukulele, will there be another crossover? Maybe. Don't know yet, but if we find other cool games that are keen to have their stuff in our game, why not? 6th boss cell, you have 1 HP, insta kill. Luck to you with that. Mezim, the DLC will be released in 17 minutes, if all goes well. If all goes well. What's the item level for infested shipwreck? Good question. No idea. It's on the same level as the castle, so whatever the item level is for the High Peak Castle. I like this card.
Yeah, it's actually pretty. It's stronger than I remembered.
There's a lot of something tested.
A long time ago.
Yeah, so.
It's most of that. I can't bet anything.
What's our favorite update or DLC that's been added to the game? Probably way back, like 0.2 or 0.3 when we first added the speed buffs. Really changed the way that the game played and did better. So it's like that. Shemarix, thank you. Glad you enjoyed them. Vector FKD, I have no idea. Honestly, I don't know how the logic the guys applied to that was initially applied. We just sort of follow along. Power MF64, I don't know. I don't have a hand for that. They're over there trying to fix last minute bugs and stuff. But yeah, you'll be able to test it out in a little while. Tokyo bassist, yeah, don't do that, man. Just play it. No. How much minutu? Alexei Medov. 15 minutes. 15 minutes till this game comes out. 14 minutes. 14 minutes. Alright, we're gonna have to have a countdown now. If only because 14 minutes from now we finish the stream and I can go and get a refreshing beverage. Hello from Azerbaijan and Turkey. Glad you guys are enjoying it over there. Hi back at you. Tombstone liquid. Were the achievements bug tested? Yes. Believe it or not, we have internal QA now. We actually have someone whose job is to do that stuff. But sometimes the conditions we test them in still manage to produce bugs, even if we thought they were bug free. So you know, we do try and test everything that we can. But yeah, this code is bug. It's unfortunate, but it's true. If we ever do a collaboration with Risky Brain, that's my next thing that I want to do. I'm telling you. That's all, I was talking about that earlier on, actually. I really love Risky Brain. If we do that, we have to change entirely how the mutation system works because the Risky Brain system is better. Just saying. So anyone who just arrived, DLC comes out in 13 minutes. What's my favorite lore room made? Oh, some of the Queen stuff that's coming out. I feel like we did a better okay. The serious lore rooms, probably the Queen stuff that's coming out. The funny lore rooms, I like the mushroom guy. The guy who's selling mushrooms. Probably shouldn't put that on stream, but pretty fun. Yeah, I know. Feeling Striker, I completely agree with you. The Risky Brain is it's an awesome game. It's already a big inspiration for us when we were making Dead Cells. And on top of that, the guys from Hoku Games are super nice dudes. So I might actually have to send them a message and ask if we can do that someday. Miss Kelso Louise, how you doing? John Strike was a crashing issue on PS5 fixed. The one that happened on Fractured Shrines. Did we fix that?
I think it's coming with it.
It should actually come out with this. There's a day one patch that should be coming out in like 12 minutes now. So hopefully we'll fix it. Is Mushroom Boy worth sacrificing? Yeah, dude. I think he is. Any lore on the Queen? Yes. Self-fill. Yeah. See, I knew I had to go and check and see the panicked movements of developers in the build room. The game is going to come out, the DLC is going to come out in 10 minutes for everyone, except Xbox. So we pushed a bug to the Xbox build. So essentially you'll be able to buy it, but it won't detect the won't actually detect the DLC. So they're fixing it right now. Xbox has rapid patch, means we'll be able to submit it and it'll be available like any time between half an hour and a couple of hours later. So playing on Xbox, I'm sorry for that, but yeah, you will be able to play with this a little bit later. Everybody else, you should be fine. Touch wood. DLC drops in 10 minutes. I don't know what the reason behind the names are. Next time I do one of these streams, I'm definitely going to make sure that I have Arthur with me, because he knows all of this stuff. Smexy Deer, is there a special ending if you complete the run with the King's outfit? Oh, right there. After this, oh, well, that's coming fast. After this DLC, Dead Cells Deluxe Edition coming, or will other DLCs come out? Mago, probably other DLCs will come out, I would say. Why is the Queen bigger than the protagonist? I don't know, I think Max just wanted to make like a really big boss when he built her, so he did. Will we meet the NPC that was in the trailer, in the DLC? The NPC that was in the trailer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, okay, yeah, from your trailer. But no, you don't get to see that guy. He was just, that was Matt's idea for a funny trailer. Are we working on more crossovers? Not yet, but we hope to. No, iOS will not be released at the same time, sorry about that. Will there be lore rooms built around the servants and the Queen? Yes, there certainly will. Ban DOY on the Xbox because we only stuffed up on Xbox. Don't know how that got through in the build, but we're idiots. Fisherman DLC when? I like that. Oh, Zex Grayson, could we do a crazy? Yeah, well, I mean, if everybody inundates floods Nintendo with requests to have beheaded in Smash, then we could. Otherwise, I don't know. Next gen native versions. Next gen native versions, the word is we haven't had time to think about that yet. We don't know whether it's worth doing, but I mean, we wouldn't be against it. We'd like to do it. It just takes time. It's heaps time. Bando, why only Xbox have to wait? Because nobody likes Xbox. No, I'm joking. Because we stuffed up in the build on it. That's why. Dev controls the Dead Cells, yeah. Will there be a definitive edition so far that includes a new DLC? Yes, the bundle should go live in 10 minutes. And by definitive edition, it just means it'll have everything available up till now. Like what we were calling before the complete for now bundle. You know, folks. You died. Sorry, mate. I'm glad to hear that. Would love to see a risk of brain crossover as well. Is it possible to skip the servant fight? No, you have to go through them. Which is why the queen, like, is part of why the queen is super. Abhishek Mohanta, because we don't actually do the mobile version, we have a partner who does the mobile version, and building mobile versions of PC and console games is hard. And so we send it to them, then they have to do all of the hard work of getting it to run on the mobile, and then they have to release the thing, you know, with all of the marketing stuff as well. So it just takes time. So yeah, sorry about that. That it is. What does the card weapon do? I can't remember, but basically it allows you to throw a bunch of cards, and then I think at the end they all explode off the dude to do damage to other things around them or something like that. That's about it. Is Lighthouse generation fixed or changed slightly per run? Changes per run, which is a pain in the butt to design actually. Will there be any underwater themed biomes? No, because it's really hard to do. We did, the shipwreck initially, you could sort of like see stuff under the water. But it was a pain in the butt, so we had to get rid of it. So Win, Mac, and Linux Steam versions will be in sync. Yes, they should be. Alternate RT, I'm not answering that question. Feeling stripey, some of the funniest bugs occurrences that happened during the development of this DLC. There was a bunch, some of them that actually became part of the game, like the Sharknado, which you'll see. Heaps of stuff with the Queen, she was actually quite difficult to develop. And same as well with Shipwreck, like all of it, because a lot of the levels are destructible, like you can blow them up. That was really hard to make, so it came up with all kinds of ridiculously weird bugs that would happen, getting stuck in walls, driving through walls, like just moonwalking across the entire map, all kinds of different stuff. At the frag, I don't know. Ping Ucool or Valentin. Oh no, ping Adrian. Adrian would know actually. On I don't know what his Discord name is. Do you know what Adrian's called on Discord? No. Just ping someone on Discord and they'll direct you to someone who'll be able to help you with that. And this chat is really getting away from me. Alright, well I think we'll probably wrap it up there. That seems like a pretty good time as any to say goodbye. So yeah, hope you enjoyed our little stream. I kind of suck at this. None of us are professional streamers, as you can tell. We didn't play particularly well either, but you know. Again, if you have any questions, I don't know if we announced that, but we're doing an AMA tomorrow afternoon, so we'll be on the R Gaming Reddit, floating around answering questions. So feel free to, and there'll be a lot more developers there instead of just the marketing bastards. So we'll be able to answer more technical questions. Again, if anyone is listening who's playing on Xbox, you will be able to buy the DLC in like 3 minutes time, but but you won't be able to actually play it until we push out the fix for the bug that we somehow managed to put into the dev, so into the build. So sorry about that. For everyone else, you should be able to buy the game on all platforms except mobile in about 3 minutes. So get in there. Yeah. Other than that, thanks again for hanging out. If I didn't get to answer your question, sorry. If Randy13 love. if I didn't understand what you were writing because it was in that I don't speak, sorry. Thanks for coming around anyway. Take it easy, everybody, and enjoy the launch. And if you haven't seen the animated trailer yet, you should head over there and watch that on the IGN. It's up right now. Okay, I'm out. Take care. Just kidding.